video. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me for another one. Before we jump into this video, make sure to hit those links in the description. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Turn those post notifications on. Look, today's video is about to be crazy. I'm pretty much about to drop gems, drop sauce on how you can get your dream car. If you don't have your dream car or not on the way to getting your dream car or a car that you like, after you finish watching this video, then rewatch it. Pay attention, because there's no reason why after watching this video you shouldn't be well on your way to getting your dream car, y'all. Stay tuned. The main reason I'm making this video is because here in the future, y'all either gonna see me turn up with the Daytona, I'm gonna get some rims, I'm gonna wrap it up, I'm gonna put some sounds in it, I'm gonna keep working on the interior, or y'all gonna see me go and get a Hellcat. But regardless of which one I end up doing, I'm making this video so nobody can never say I ain't tell y'all how to do it. Not too many people will break it down for you and tell you how to get there. So in my last videos, I kind of went over, you know, what I'm going through trying to get a Hellcat right now, which is kind of driving me to where I'm thinking, you know what, I'm gonna just mod out the Daytona. You know, I'll do some exhaust, I'll get some rims on it, I'll put the wrap on it. You know, I'll go the whole length with it and just end up keeping it for the channel, or maybe raffling it off in the future. If y'all like that idea, then comment down below. My first piece of advice that I'm gonna say when trying to buy your dream car, or like how to get the best price, a lot of people don't take this into consideration, is knowing what you're buying. And when I say knowing what you're buying, that don't mean know what model, know what trim. Okay, you might know the car, but you need to know what the value of the car is, private party versus on dealership lots. Some cars, it's no different, but for some of these Hellcats and some of these Scatpacks, we talking $10,000 difference, $15,000 difference between what the car private party valued at and what the car is selling for on a dealer lot. I'll show you guys what I mean by this. I have salespeople that's texting me and they're saying, hey, this Hellcat just came on the market, what you think about it? I let them know, yeah, I like it. No, I don't. So this is like one of the first texts I got from a salesperson to show me one of the cars. So I'm gonna show you guys firsthand what I mean when you have to know what you're buying. So y'all see the price on that Hellcat. It's $76K. That's how much the dealership wants for the car, is $76K. So I ran the CARFAX on it. And that's the private party value, y'all. So that's what I mean firsthand. I don't think I really need to go into it too much, like in depth, like for y'all to understand what I mean when I say know what you're buying. If you guys ever want to pull this data up on cars, download an app from the App Store called Car Care app. It has a Fox on it. Download that app. What it does is it pulls the history, and you can also go into the settings of the glove box on that vehicle, and you can see the value of that car. I'm telling you, that's been a lifesaver, and it's just the go-to when you're buying cars. So that's one gem right there, and that's like free game, because you can use that tool buying cars on OfferUp, buying cars from the auction, or just buying cars from the dealership to know what the true value is. And that's one reason I'm so big on know what you buy, right? I'm gonna break it down and take it one step further with you guys, right? A lot of people don't understand when they are looking at the car that you have taxes and a down payment as well. So say I was to make the decision like, okay, I wanna go buy this car for $76K. And you know what? I'll put down $10,000, so I'll only owe $66K. I'm gonna show you guys really how those numbers look in reality. This is gonna be the actual breakdown right here. The most important thing is this number right here. This is with a $10,000 down payment. This is the total amount financed, right? I'm gonna break it down for you guys. You guys see that total amount financed is $74K. That's with a $10,000 down payment on a car that is at the dealership price $76K. Over to cars.com. Run some numbers on cars, you guys. Before you purchase the car, run the numbers yourself. But that's the first mistake that most people make in trying to get the best deal possible. They don't really understand the value of the car that they're buying. If you was to go buy a Hellcat like that, out the gate, you losing. You pulling off the lot with negative equity. That's called going upside down, you guys. So that's the worst thing that you want to do when buying a car. You never want to go upside down in the car. One of the most important things for me in today's time, especially with how COVID is going to be the amount financed, right? Because you see, even on a car like that, the private party value of it or the trade-in value is $66K, but the dealership is asking $76. They literally trying to make that $10,000 off my back as the customer. We can't do that, you know. So that's a lot of position that these dealerships are in right now. That's with Hellcats, Scatpacks. That's what they're trying to do, right? A lot of these dealerships are finding themselves sitting on cars. They sitting on cars for 2-3 months, 3-4 months. You know, that's not good for a dealership. You know, now some dealerships is having the mindset that if we're not selling the car for cheaper than what we want, then we're not losing money, right? But it's a lot of dealerships that's losing money actively in 2022, and not a lot of dealerships have been making too much money. So you can use that to your advantage. What I'm saying, if you might have a situation where your credit might not be the best, 2022 might be an actual opportunity for you to go get a vehicle that you want. Go for it, because these dealerships is kind of looking for people like that. When they pricing the cars up there 10,000 above the private party value, they kind of waiting on somebody with, you know, subpar credit to come in there and just get it. So I would say you might actually have an easier time getting a Hellcat or Scatpack right now with the prices being so high, because the dealerships just want that profit. I just had to swap that battery out real quick, man. That's the only downfall with shooting in 4K. The battery be draining so quick, but it is what it is, y'all. Look, so we're gonna jump straight back into it, right? So you might be hearing me, okay, I hear you, bro, this how you get the how you get the good price on the car. I'm gonna download the CARFAX app. I'm gonna start looking for the car I want, right? But you might be stuck thinking, man, how can I build my credit up? You know, my credit not the best, or, you know, I just don't have no credit at all. How can I secure the Hellcat or Scatpack, right? So now we about to jump into that, y'all. Y'all understand how to get a good deal on the car. Use that app, because that app can save you. I know we all came across the person, oh, I'm selling the car, I want 10,000 for it, this and that. You can put the VIN number into that car care app, and you'll always be able to know the value of any car you have or a car that somebody else is selling, so you don't get scammed. If I had zero credit, you know, just starting off beginner credit or poor credit, and I had, you know, messed my credit report up, and I still wanted to go get a Hellcat or Scatpack, so I'm just running down. Go get your ID. You got to build data points, right? Because that's one of the main things with these banks financing, you know, to get letters in the mail for credit cards and stuff like that. You got to build data points. So you want to get a utility bill in your name. You want to get your current ID set up or license. What's some other stuff? You want to have your rent situation figured out. You want to be on a lease somewhere. So make sure you on a lease. Like, you want your name to hit type. I know a lot of people is against it. Oh, I don't want to get picked up by the government, this and that, right? But you want to build data points with these banks. You want to be found pretty much. Go get a bank account, right? When you do that and go get a bank account or a credit union, what that does when you build data points, it shows you are who you say you are. You're not a risk. Because you got to understand, when you go put in a credit application and you have no credit, the reason why you're not getting credit cards is because you're a high risk person. You're going to put in for a credit card application. You don't have no established residency nowhere. You got your bank account. You depositing your money into it. You good. Now you able to keep record, right? And you can show these car dealerships, I'm getting money. This is how I'm getting it. Look at my bank account. Whether it's Zelle, cash deposits, whatever it is, they at the point where they taking whatever, y'all, because you got to understand it's 2022. So if you go in there with 60 days of bank statements of depositing money every other week or every week, 200-300, that might be just enough to get you approved for a car. Not enough, and you still need to build your credit, right? Say you don't got the best credit or you have no credit. You need to open up a bank or credit union. What that's gonna do, you depositing your money. You wanna start a savings account and a checking account, right? So what that's gonna do is you starting to build a relationship with the bank. You starting to use their products, right? That's gonna have you more credit worthy with the bank that you choose or credit union. Then you want to get a secure credit card or secure loan. Y'all got to understand what that is, right? A secure credit card or secure loan is just you taking money to the bank. You might take $200 to the bank and say, hey, I want to start a secure credit card with this $200. And you can do as much money as you want. You might want to take $2,000. And you go to the bank and say, hey, I want to start this secure credit card with $2,000. They give you a credit card with your own money on it. You can open up a secure loan at most banks with about $250. So basically you telling them, hey, I have $250 in my savings account. Let me get a loan against that. They'll say, okay, we're gonna give you a secure loan with your own $250. So they loan that $250 back to you. Now you have a savings account, a checking account, and an unsecured loan with that bank. You have a loan reporting on your credit. So you might not have had no credit before, right? You had zero credit. Now you have a loan reporting on your credit, you guys. So this free game, this pretty much how to get higher limit cards, how to qualify for whatever. You might want to do $2,000. So now you got a loan reporting on your credit report for $2,000. What that gonna do in return is gonna help you qualify for more loans in the future, to where they say, oh, he paid back that money. So I'm gonna tell y'all the sauce now, how you paying it back. What you wanna do is take out the secure loan or secure credit card. You wanna pay it back to 90%. So if you get a loan for $200, you guys, you wanna pay that down to 90%. What that's gonna do is report to your credit as a loan that's paid satisfactory at 90%, and you're building on-time payments on your credit report. That's part of how credit is scored, right, you guys? I'm not gonna dive into how credit is scored totally, but I'm just telling you guys how to build credit enough to go get one of these cards. The sauce in it is you wanna have the money already set aside to pay on it. When you pay on a secure loan, you get in the money right back. You have to understand that. If you pay 90% on a secure loan, the next day, you get that whole 90% of the loan right back. So that other 10% is now gonna report to your credit as just on-time payments. So now you basically building payment history. So pretty much that's how you build credit history. What else? Another one of these apps that's gonna be your best friend is Credit Karma. Y'all wanna make sure to be logging on to Credit Karma and make sure you staying up to date with what's on your credit report. A lot of people got stuff in collections from years ago. Your peoples might have used your credit. You might have got a credit card like me back in the day. I got a credit card, I swiped it and I never paid the bill on it. So I had logged on to my Credit Karma and I had a card that had a whole bunch of missed payments, and it was just like something that I totally forgot about, right? So you can dispute stuff on your credit report too. You can call these credit card companies and they can work with you on it, to where y'all come to agreement on payment of something that's on your credit report, and they remove it, y'all. So keep that in mind. It's 101 different ways that you can dispute something off your credit report or come to an agreement with your creditors. But the main thing is just staying persistent. Throughout this whole process, one of my biggest words of advice is don't play yourself, right? Because when you play yourself and you know that you're supposed to be setting yourself up for something better, and you kind of go for it anyway, it's like, for example, y'all see the Hellcat. You know it's overpriced by 10K. You know I want a Hellcat bad. You know what I'm saying? Lord, no, I want a Hellcat bad. But if I play myself and go get that Hellcat and overpay when I know I shouldn't have, then I kind of ruin it for the future. You know what I mean? So don't play yourself. And that could be with anything. You know, I'm just comparing it to a Hellcat because, you know, that's just what's relevant right now. But just in general, like, I ain't played myself. I ain't sell myself short, and y'all see the results of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling in my spot. I'm on YouTube vlogging with y'all. 4K now, you know, we going up on YouTube. So that's one thing that I gotta say, y'all. Just don't play yourself, because there's a lot of people out here that playing themselves and they don't even know it, man. Pull a Scatpack, I secure that bag on my way to the cash. I